Cynthia Gates, and I'm here today at my listing in the Upper Revere Pacific Palisades, 1515 Umeo Road. It's listed at $6.5 million. And today we have a local Palisadian, Alison, and she's going to do a yoga practice here in the beautiful great room. Let's get started.
Hi, I'm Alison Burmeister for Balanced Beauty. Balanced Beauty is all about looking and feeling great inside and out. And today I'm going to take you through a yoga flow that's hopefully going to make you feel just that. All right, so if you're ready, let's go ahead and come onto our mat and get started. We're going to start in Tadasana or mountain pose, just simply bringing your feet onto the mat and being aware of your entire foot pressing down into the earth, as if you had an X on the top of your foot, where the front and the back edges of the X are equally pressing down. Just like in this beautiful home that we're in, the most important thing for any structure is its foundation. So we want to make sure that we are creating a strong, sturdy foundation for our practice. So planting your feet down, feel them pressing. Then right in the center of the X on your foot, draw a line up to your knee, feel the kneecap lift. Draw up into the hips, feel the core engage. Draw up into the sternum, lift the chest. And then opening up through the shoulders, feel the shoulders opening and rounding back, and take your arms to the side. And then just simply open the palms up, just to emphasize the openness across the chest. Notice that your chin is parallel to the earth. And then as if you had an imaginary string reaching your head towards the ceiling, lifting you up, and then again, remembering those feet rooting down. Taking an inhale, as you inhale, reach the arms up to the sky, big inhale, and then let's just simply exhale, bring the hands right down into your heart. And then this time, as you inhale, reach up. And now exhale, we're going to hinge at the hips. I'm going to turn to the side so you can see as we hinge the hips, fold all the way down. So this is where maybe you would like to have a block to bring the earth closer to you. So if you were to have a block, you might grab it and place it right underneath at your hands. And just allow yourself to hang and fold and melt. Notice your jaw, notice your tongue, notice your eyes. Relax your whole upper body as it melts to the earth. And then when you're ready, inhale. From here, lengthen. Draw the heart up and out, halfway to a flat back. Fill the belly with air on your inhale. And then exhale. Once again, fold it in, release. And then slowly, vertebrae by vertebrae, come all the way up to standing, reaching up towards the sky, and once again, hands to heart. Taking an inhale, again, reaching up. Exhale, dive forward. Inhaling halfway, just like you did before, nice long spine. Exhale, fold it in. As you fold it in, begin to bend your knees. Again, I'm going to turn to the side. Begin to bend your knees. Sink the weight into your heels. Feel yourself pressing into the heels as you rise up with your hands right on top of your knees. Engage the belly, nice straight spine. Take an inhale, gaze forward, round the shoulders, fill the belly with air. Exhale, round the shoulders, chin to chest, scoop it up. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. One more time, inhale and exhale. On your next inhale, release your arms. Bring them up, coming in to chair pose. One more inhale here, exhale, starting to feel a little warmth in our body as we reach up, open up, lengthen up. Exhale, hands to heart. Again, inhale, reach. Exhale, beginning to connect our breath with movement. Fold it in. Inhale, this time fly your arms out to the side. Feel your heart lift, arms float out. Exhale, fold it in. Inhale, rise up, reach up, stand it up. Exhale, hands to heart. Taking these half sun salutations to connect our breath and movement and create a little bit of flow and warmth in our body. One more time. Inhale, exhale, dive. Inhaling halfway. This time as you exhale, if you have a block or want to use one, otherwise take your right hand right on in front of your right toes about 6 inches and bend your right knee generously. Keep your left leg straight. On an inhale, open up your left arm in a twist. Notice that your right shoulder down to the ground is relaxed, no tension. And then lengthen in the spine and twist and open one more time. Big inhale, exhale, fold it in. Inhaling halfway. Exhale, taking it to the other side. So I'm gonna switch my block over. I'm gonna take it onto my left hand, bend my left knee, open up my right arm in a twist. Inhale, lengthening, exhale, squeeze it out. They say that twists are natural releases of toxins in our body. So if you have any toxins in your body, go ahead and take one more extra twist as you open it up. And exhale, fold it in. Inhaling halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise up, reach up, lift your heart, open it up to the sky. Get a little back bend in, lift your heart up. Feel yourself rising and bending back. And then exhale, hands to heart. Back bends are natural mood enhancers. So when doing a little extra back bend, you're also enhancing your mood, which is not a bad thing. So now coming onto our mat, I'm gonna turn to the top of my mat now, and we're gonna inhale, just like we've been doing, reaching up. Exhale, fold it in. And now this time, as you inhale halfway, keep your hands down at the mat and step back onto hands and knees. Coming back onto hands and knees with our hands directly underneath our shoulders and our knees directly underneath our hips. And now we're going to find ourselves creating a little bit of focus and balance simultaneously as we inhale our right leg back strong. Really kung fu kick it back like you're pressing it against a wall. And now notice your gaze just off the top of the mat as you inhale your opposite arm. So my right leg is back, my left arm is reaching forward. Taking an inhale into sunbird, lengthening all the way through the fingertips and pressing all the way into the heel. Feeling strong, sturdy, steady, finding your focus. Making sure you're still breathing. Don't hold your breath here. Take one more inhale, lengthening up. Maybe lift that leg a little higher. Lengthen through like a tug of war in the body. Big inhale. Exhale. Set it down. Taking it to the other side. It's always interesting to see how the other side does. So go ahead and take, this time the left leg is coming back. And my right arm is reaching forward. Finding myself steady and sturdy. Notice if your shoulder is bunching up around your ear. Make sure you're rounding those shoulders back and then lengthening through the fingertips. Really pressing into that back strong leg. Feel it rise all the way up into the glute. Big inhale and exhale. Set it down. Taking a couple cat-cows just to explore the flexion and extension of the spine. Inhale and exhale, just like we did when we were in chair as we were standing. Inhale and exhale. This next pose we're going into, many of you probably know, down dog, is a little bit of a restorative pose for some and a little bit challenging for others. So as you take your inhale and exhale, you're going to tuck your toes, lift your hips, press it back to down dog. So the reason I say this is restorative for some is because it does feel good to stretch out the hamstrings and really get into the shoulders. But if you're finding this pose to be a little bit challenging, then you can always come back onto your knees. Or you can just take it for a couple moments and then take a break, coming into a child's pose, which would be coming down onto your knees and pressing back. So joining me back and down dog, tucking the toes, lifting the hips, pressing it back. Taking an inhale here, lengthening through the spine. Feel your heart drawing to your toes. Feel your heels sinking down. On your next inhale, float up into a plank. So now we're coming into a plank pose. Inhale, exhale, press it back. down dog. One more time, inhale, float to plank. Exhale, lower it down. On your next inhale, you're gonna come into plank and then lower yourself all the way down on to your stomach. With your hands on either side of your chest, elbows bent close to the rib cage, take an inhale, float it up. Exhale, lower it down. Inhale, round the shoulders, fill the belly with air, rise up. Exhale, lower it down. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Building up strength in our lower back. Now we're going to stretch it back out. We're going to press ourselves back up onto hands and knees. Walk our hands up. Melt our head down. Lift our hips into a high child's pose. Taking a breath here. Inhale and exhale. And then go ahead and plant the hands, tuck the toes, lift the hips right back to our down dog. Now inhale your right leg back and straight up. Take an inhale here, and then exhale, draw the knee under, squeeze it under. And now inhale, press it back. This time sweep the right foot all the way through to the hands in what we call a low crescent lunge. Make sure that your knee is directly over your foot and that the back leg is stretching back as far as you can go. You could grab your blocks at this point and use the blocks as well to lift you up a little bit higher. As we take an inhale, lengthening in the spine, exhale, press it back. Straighten out that front leg, nose to knee. Feel that good stretch. Taking an inhale, lengthening, bending the knee, drawing the heart through. Exhale, one more time. Fold it, press it back. On your inhale, this time gazing forward, your left foot is gonna step up to meet your right, and we're back into our forward fold. Inhaling halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise up, reach up. Exhale, hands to heart. The fun thing about yoga is it's equal opportunity, so you always have another side to do. So here we go, let's take it now. Inhale, reach it up. Exhale, fold it in. Inhaling halfway. This time, as we plant our hands, we're gonna step back to a down dog. Instead of onto our hands and knees, we're gonna step back into a down dog. So we've done this pose before, just step right back. And then we're gonna float right into plank like we did before. And now we're gonna lower down, and this time maybe challenge yourself to see if you can't lower slowly down for the count of 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Maybe you hover for 2 and 1, and then release everything down. Taking a nice sweet cobra. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, tuck your toes, lift your hips, press it back to down dog. On the inhale, the left leg comes up and back, just like the other side, only taking the left foot this time. Exhale, squeeze it under, knee to belly. Inhale, press it back. Exhale, this time sweep the left foot all the way up to meet the hands. We're back into our low crescent lunge. Take an inhale, lengthening in the spine. Exhale, press back with the hips. Melt over that straight left leg, nose to knee. On your inhale, lengthen in the spine. Exhale, step left foot up to meet the right, back to forward fold. Inhaling halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise up, reach up. Exhale, hands to heart. Are you warmed up? I hope so. We're gonna go ahead and move into a wide side straddle. Go ahead and stretch out into the hips here for a moment. So coming out wide onto your mat, taking an inhale, reach up, externally open your toes out. So find that your heels are turned in and your toes are turned out. Take a big inhale, reach up, and then exhale, press your hands down in front of your chest, bend the knees. Notice that your knees are tracking over your feet and not sinking in. Anybody have carpal tunnel or any issues with their wrist? Go ahead and turn the hands down and up, down and up, down and up. Taking an inhale, reaching up. And now we're going to go ahead and turn our toes towards the top of the mat, and we're going to spin our heel of the back foot away and bend our knee and come into what's called a warrior pose. So this is warrior two. So we're going to make sure that our knee is directly over our front foot and that this back leg is spiraling down as we're pressing into the outer edge of this back straight leg into the foot. Squaring the hips under the shoulders, arms out. We are warriors, we are fierce. As we take a big inhale, expand and open. And then exhale, sink down a little bit into the hips. And then again, inhale and exhale. One more time, inhale, open, expand, and exhale. Starting to feel that grounding in our feet. Take your right hand, flip the palm, let the left hand slide back as you lift your heart to the sky. Reverse warrior, lifting, opening. Remember those back bends, natural mood enhancers. Go ahead and get it. Big inhale. And now exhale. As we come back, we're gonna straighten out our front leg. So in fact, you may, for some, want to shorten your stance just a little bit. As the hand comes down onto the knee or shin, opposite arm opens up. And now we're into triangle. This is for our psoas muscle. This is our fight or flight muscle, our emotional center right in here. We want to take a moment to breathe into it, taking an inhale, opening it up, lengthening. And now exhale, take that hand that's up in the air and fold it in, nose to knee. Now my right foot's forward, my left hand's gonna stay on the ground, and my right arm is going to twist up and open. Taking an inhale once again, exhale, fold it in, nose to knee, and walk yourself to parallel wide side straddle, folding forward. Inhaling halfway, just like we did in the beginning, like a half sun salutation. Exhale, fold it in. Inhale, come on up, reach it up. Exhale, hands to heart. Taking it to the other side, we're gonna turn our toes up towards the top of the mat. Swivel our back heel, bending into warrior two. Making sure that that knee is bent directly over the foot. Feel the spiral of the thigh coming down, pressing into the outer edge, hips square under the shoulders, arms are out. Taking a big inhale once again, expanding across the chest, channeling your inner warrior. Exhale, sink it in. Again, inhale. Exhale, feeling rooted, grounded. Inhale, feeling light and expansive. Exhale, feeling strong and steady. Flip the palm of the hand that's in front, reverse, lift your heart. Notice that the shoulder that's back is rounding back and softening down. Big inhale. And then as you come forward on your exhale, straighten out the front leg. Remember, maybe you shorten your stance just a little bit as you lengthen down into triangle. Opening up into triangle. Big inhale. Feel the stretch rising up out of your heel into your hip, across and out. Lengthening. As if you are a flower pressed between two panes of glass. Your whole body is flat, lengthening and stretching out to the sides. Big inhale, opening it up. And now exhale. Fold in over that straight leg. Really allow yourself to melt here for a moment. Notice your jaw, notice your tongue. Notice your neck and shoulders. And now my left foot's forward, so my right hand's gonna stay down and my left arm's gonna open up in a twist. Big inhale, opening, expanding. Exhale, fold it in. Walking yourself back to center. Inhaling halfway. Exhale. This time swivel your heels in. Bend your knees. Take your elbows to your knees and press. And sink your hips down. So depending on how tight your hips are, you may actually stay up a little bit higher, kind of with your hands at your knees like this. Or if you can or want to, you may come all the way down until you squat, pressing. So this is what we call a yogi's choice. So go ahead and press into the elbows, into the knees, open those hips, taking an inhale and exhale. Sometimes it's even nice to close your eyes here for a moment and just actually visualize your body relaxing and settling into this. And then when you're ready, as gracefully as you can, come onto your mat. And just take your knees and give yourself a big hug. Because no doubt you deserve a hug for something, right? Take an inhale and exhale. And then go ahead and cross. I'm gonna take my left leg under and my right on top. Cross over. Allow your legs to cross over on top. And then just take a moment to rock side to side, feeling that you're even on each sit bone. And then from there, take an inhale, lengthen up in the spine. So my right knee is on top, my left elbow is gonna come down, and I'm gonna twist. Sitting up tall, inhale, exhale, squeeze and twist. One more inhale, and then exhale. Carefully make your way back to center. From here, the foot that is underneath, draw that up. And now, again, this is one of those things, depending on how open your hips are, maybe you can stack that foot right on top of the knee. And then maybe you can drop that knee right on top of the foot. And now we're in one of the oldest hip openers known to man. So take an inhale, sit up nice and tall. And then exhale, fold it in. Allow yourself to melt. If you have a block, sometimes it's nice to bring the block in to let your forehead melt onto the block. Or maybe you can fold all the way down and in. Notice if you're holding any tension unnecessarily here. Our hips are very tight. And so oftentimes when we get into postures like this where our hips are tight, we find ourselves holding on to something unnecessarily. So see if you can't allow your hips to release just a little bit more. And then when you're ready, making your way all the way back up, taking it to the other side. So now we're going to go ahead and cross our right leg underneath, our left leg on top, rocking ourselves side to side, finding ourselves even on our sit bones. Take an inhale, reach up, and exhale. Twist. Sitting up nice and tall, big inhale, exhale, squeeze it out. Inhaling and exhaling. And then coming back to center one more time, same thing, other side. So slip that foot, and if for whatever reason, if you know pigeon and you prefer to do pigeon here, then maybe you come onto your back and take that pigeon instead of taking the pose that we're doing right now. So taking an inhale, sitting up tall, and exhale, fold forward. Wherever you are, we are now at that place in our practice where we want to start slowing everything down, really feeling grounded and rooted and relaxed. So taking one more inhale here and exhale. And then wherever you are, gently rise and make your way on to your back. Coming onto our back, taking your arms that run along the side. On an inhale, fill your belly with air lift the hips up. Feel your whole body rise up on the inhale. And then as you exhale, notice as your hips and shoulders soften down to the earth. On your next inhale, incorporating the arms, take an inhale, reach up, lengthen up, lift up. And then exhale, press the hands down with the hips. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale. Inhale, lengthen. And exhale. One more time, inhale. And exhale, lower it down, draw your knees to your chest. Getting ready for a happy baby. So if you have a strap and you want to use it, maybe this is a good time to grab it and hook it around the heels of your feet, or reach down and grab the outer edges of the soles of your feet. Press the soles of the feet up towards the sky, knees down around the rib cage. Taking an inhale, lengthening in the spine, feeling your whole spine pressing flat against the earth from the base of the neck all the way down to the base of the spine. Taking an inhale and exhale. Maybe you want to rock it side to side, feeling the muscles that run along the spine. And then from there, if you want to, you can stay here or feel what it would feel like to straighten your legs out, wide side straddle. Externally rotate the toes down to the ground. And now if you have a strap or if you don't, maybe you want to draw the legs right up overhead. Get a good stretch to the hamstrings and the lower back. Maybe at this point you release your hands down to the ground and just allow the feet to stay over your heart, providing all that rich oxygenated blood that you've created into your body today to flow freely down into your heart, your essential organs, your brain. Taking one more inhale here, wherever you are. Exhale, draw your knees to your chest. Taking an inhale, open the arms out wide like a T. And then exhale, allow your knee to melt over to the side. Doesn't really matter which side because you're gonna get both. But whatever side you go to, make sure that your opposite shoulder anchors down. Taking an inhale and exhale. And then when you're ready, inhale, come back to center. Exhale, take it to the other side. Of course, all these poses could be taken for much longer. You could enjoy any one of them for a little bit longer in your home just by pausing and sitting with it. I could stay here in this beautiful home all day doing yoga. It's pretty spectacular. And then coming back onto your back one more time, taking a sip of air, inhale, big squeeze and a hug, and then releasing everything down to the ground because we are done. And on the other hand, we have just begun. Because this is the most important moment of your practice, is to just allow yourself to be still and to observe any shift that maybe has occurred in your body. So just take a moment here, lying flat on your back, to notice your toes, your ankles, your knees, your hips. Feel the breath as you inhale, fill the belly, and rise all the way up the spine into the chest, the shoulders, down the arms, the wrists, the fingertips. And then as you exhale, notice how the breath draws to center as the belly melts towards the spine. Taking an inhale, feeling lighter, more expansive and open. Exhale, feeling more grounded, connected, and rooted. On the inhale, we float, get lighter. On the exhale, we melt and ground down. Notice your jaw, notice your tongue, notice your eyes and the space between your brows. Take one more inhale, And exhale, completely relax down to the ground. And then when you're ready, bringing this new sensation of strength and serenity into our body, into the rest of your day, wiggling your fingers and toes. Inhale, reach your arms up long overhead, stretch it out. Exhale, draw the knees into the chest. Give yourself a big squeeze. And then when you're ready, if you're ready, eventually bringing yourself over to your side and to a comfortable seated position. So that we can seal this practice with 3 breaths for our minds, our bodies, and our spirits. Taking an inhale, reaching it up, and exhale, bringing it into our heart. And again, inhale, and exhale. And one more time with a smile on your face, because why not? Big inhale and exhale. Wishing you a very, very wonderful, happy day. Thank you so much for joining. I'm Alison Burmeister for Balanced Beauty. Have a great day.